Welcome back, my fellow duplicates. In the last episode here, we completed my metal refining system here that is self-powering. It actually will put power into the base and all of that good stuff. But the one thing that I want to do in this biome over here is actually to make it a livable place, so that I will have a duplicant that lives over here, runs the metal refinery, and they'll also probably do something like glass production down here as well. We also made this gas compressor down here to run things like the natural gas generator. So my objective today is to turn this into a livable biome. So a couple of the problems I need to work through here is that there's quite a bit of slime lung and stuff in this area. That's fairly easy. We're going to convert it to oxygen. That will kill off a lot of the slime lung, just given enough cycles. We can also use buddy buds to kind of get rid of some of that slime lung as well. The big thing though is going to be the temperature. You can see that it's 64 degrees Celsius over here, and as we run this metal refinery and they do the work that they want over here, it's actually going to increase the temperature in this area quite a bit. So I want to temperature control this biome. So my goal is to make this biome over here livable without an Atmos suit. So we should be able to put a little checkpoint in there. Then they can just kind of live over here and deliver the material out to the rest of the base as need be. Now I already have my first room over here, and this is a mess hall. So if we take a look at the room overlay, boom, you can see that right there. So I have a couple of mess tables inside of here, and it kind of looks like a break room. Cool looking. Not only that, that's a place where I have some good decor inside of there. Because if you take a look at the decor overlay, it will make your eyes bleed in some spots right there. Look at that, minus 437 in some spots. So decor is going to be one thing that's actually kind of hard to manage over here. So I might have to just manage the dupes' expectations and offset some of the negative decor that they will have to live with other morale positives, such as, you know, mess halls, bedrooms, and maybe they can play on an arcade system or something like that in order to really improve their morale so that they can live happily in this area. All right, let's start off by cooling this biome just a little bit. I already have a spot in here where things are being cooled, and that is just using a little bit of radiant pipe inside of here. Matter of fact, I can set the temperature with this. If it's above 40, that's where it'll be, so we can actually bring this down to something a little bit nicer, like 25. That means this thermal aqua tuner will run a little bit more, but you know what? We have power elsewhere that will actually kick on and run around here. Okay, so one of the things that I have here is this natural gas generator. Now this is another piece of equipment that recently has had some adjustments to the temperature and how it actually works. It used to come out at the temperature of the equipment, but if you take a look at the water here, it's at 40 degrees or hotter if the building is hotter. So we want to keep this building as close to 40 degrees Celsius as possible so that we don't actually introduce more heat to our liquid. We might be able to use that liquid for cooling purposes in some other spots as well. You know, it's going to run from here probably back over to this area over here. What I'm currently doing is actually processing some of the water over here on the right. It either turns into oil over here, or it's going to run back up into my base and be turned into oxygen. There's a lot of different things going on over here right now. I mean, just take a look at that pipe spaghetti. Absolutely crazy. I'm actually taking 4 pipes out of here now. So I've got a clean water out, and that's going to run up to these oxyferns, and it'll also run up to my electrolyzers up here. So that will be the water in, which is different from this system right here, which is currently providing water in for it. You know what I mean. It's crazy. It's madness. Way too much for Monday. By the way, hopefully you guys have had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. I decided to take a couple days off. It was absolutely beautiful outside, and there's a lot of things outside that I needed to get done as well. Trimmed up a bunch of bushes, worked on the roof, had some... And the chimney needs a little bit of work and all of that stuff. Not only that, played Remnant with my friends a little bit, and that was actually a good time. Fun game too. Also really haven't had a day off for this entire month, so I was like, I'm a little bit overdue, and I felt like it was time. When you do YouTube like every single day starts to feel the same, and you're like, oh man, am I even doing the right thing? You almost start to forget what you've done. So it's a good day it's good to kind of reset every once in a while. So no, I know people have commented, like, did anything happen? Are you okay? I'm fine. I only took a couple days off. Relax. I'm human too. Anyhow, I'm glad you guys are excited about it, and I'm glad you guys are eager to see more content, because I plan to be producing a whole lot more here. So, other plans that I want to do here inside of this space, besides what I'm doing here right now, is I want to be able to get up into space. We got to start our space adventure here pretty soon. We're up to cycle 600 now. It's taken a little bit longer to get there in this map, and I've also done some interesting things, but we should start to dig up there right now. And I would be digging up there in this episode right now, but as we can see, the temperatures up here are kind of ridiculous. We're talking about 90-some degrees Celsius. So it's pretty stinking hot up there. That would actually just cook our dupes very, very fast. And while I'm okay with frying our dupes every once in a while, I don't really want them to, you know, melt while being in the vacuum of space. That would just not be very nice. So what I need to build up here is I need to build some atmosuits so those duplicants can get up there and start to get into space. And then we can also build some sort of remote space base as well. That would be pretty cool. So I'm going to build some more of these atmosuit docks up here. Not only that, now that I have all of this material that's going to be managed by this duplicant that's down in that other base, building a lot of this stuff is going to be quite a bit easier. You can see that we always have copper on hand, so boom, I can just start slapping this stuff down. Okay, so one of the intentional things I'm doing here is I'm always placing the same amount of atmosuit docks at every single exit. That way I can kind of manage how many suits I have running around the base. Because with setting these to vacancy only, the duplicants kind of have to have a spot for them to go out and come back in. And it's quite easy to get a duplicant stuck out in a different biome. And that's just because there isn't a dock for the duplicant to come back in. So just kind of need to be aware of that and manage it. All right, so where do I want my duplicants to live? They need some nice places to live. If this is the mess table, then they should probably have entertainment and stuff kind of within this area right here. And if we want to cool things down, I'm going to have to tap into this loop right here, which is fairly easy. I can just kind of do this number, boom, and then bring it back in like that. And not only that, because I have so much lead, I can use lead as a radiant pipe. So it's perfectly suited for what we have going on here. Not only that, you don't need to refine it, so it's just easy to have a lot of it. So I'm just going to start this thing out like that. It's not a full loop for the entire biome just yet, but I think it's a good start. Ooh, you know what? Actually, there is room to bring the liquid back in over here. I could liquid cool my refining system down here. All right, let's give it a try. If I get rid of this one pipe bridge right there, I can actually bring the pipe up right over here and then return it, boom, just like that. That way I don't have to deconstruct that in the future. Okay, so rather than that, I can do that number, boom. It's a good start. All right, so what else do I need to build over here? Obviously we need to build a place for them to live. So we need a bedroom. And we also need a place for morale. So we need like a rec room. This stuff needs to be real fancy, so we're going to start off with some nice mosaic tiles right there. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That will help boost up the decor in this area. Oh, priority 9. All right, these dupes are working hard then. There you go. Deconstruct those buildings. We don't need those. Deconstruct those. Yes. Power. Oh boy. Okay, good. We were able to change over that. Let's go ahead and bring that up. You know what? I don't want to use a pneumatic door here. The reason I don't want to use a pneumatic door right next to a heavy conductive wire is because when that door is open, that bad decor will actually flood into the room. And it'll bring down the decor of the entire area. So using a solid door as compared to something like a pneumatic door is actually a big difference. Not only that, the same thing with window tiles and airflow tiles and all of that. How did a little puff get over here? Where'd you come from, bud? Has that always been here? Maybe that's always been here. Let's take a look at the oxygen situation. Do we have enough oxygen in this area or are we running out? I don't see these gas pumps running all that much right now. Oxygen overlay shows that, yeah, I have a lot of oxygen. It also looks like my vents are coming out of dormancy again, so that's good. Be able to get a little bit more oxygen out of that. Well, what's the liquid situation? All right, so I'm still waiting for these pipes to be built up. That's what. Okay, so that's what's up. There's a little bit of clean water here, and it kind of got stuck right there. The pump was detecting a small trace of clean water rather than the polluted water that's normally in that area. That makes me think, yes, that can accept normal water. So, whoops, that was just my bad. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, it's working. All right, there we go. Yep, everything's working just fine. Ooh, looks like the food is starting to get a little bit low here. I might have to deal with these pips. How many eggs do I have? Oh, just 54. Okay, so as we can see here, the food continues to go down. It's just locked away in a bunch of overcrowded pips. So I'm going to have to devise a way of recycling our pips automatically. Otherwise, I think a lot of this food is just going to be stuck for a long, long time. I have lots of food. I have like 50-some eggs right now and a bunch of critters running around. Matter of fact, if we were to take a look at the summary, we'd probably see just how many. Ooh, we got some new achievements right there. Art underground. Oh, interesting. But yes, we can see that we're topped out right around 197. That's about where we were last time when we topped out. So I have lots and lots of food. The food just is currently not edible. So let's make it edible. Bleep! This is what happens when your dupes get really hungry. This is madness. All of my duplicates keep going into combat. Oh man. Forgiveness. Oh, the little pip forgave us. You just wait till we can. Just don't leave that corner, Pip. If you leave that corner, it's over. Oh no, he left. Oh, Catalina, boom. Now you've turned into food. Blip. All right, so there we go. Now we got some more food. Oh, there are pips just everywhere. Although that really wasn't as much food as I would have liked. So, more murderizing. Here we go. These ones over here don't really have any food sources, so we might as well just, well, turn them into food, shall we? Oh, man. That turned into a lot of food right there. Boom, 50-some thousand calories. Just make sure we sweep it up before it, goes bad. That would be horrible. Don't let it go bad. Okay, so obviously sending my dupes around to attack the pips constantly is not going to be a very efficient thing. So if you have some ideas of how to automatically recycle these pips and turn them into meat, go ahead and leave those in the comment section below. I think I'd like to see some inspiration. I have a few ideas myself of maybe using some water, but I think there might be some other ways of doing it, so let me know. It'll be a topic that we'll cover here later in the week. Now, we want to make sure that we sweep this stuff up. High priority dupes. Okay, so that brings up a good point. When we go to store this food up over here, I need to keep it in a spot where it's just not going to go bad. Oh, well, that's easy enough, right? We already did that over here. We just stuck it in a refrigerator. Okay, so focusing back on my remote refining base over here, I want to turn this into a recreation room. So we have a couple pieces of furniture I can use. Obviously, a water cooler is really easy to use, but it's only +1 morale. Jukebox and arcade are both +2. However, the jukebox is easier to build because it just uses ore and 960 watts, where the arcade is refined metals and it's 1.2 kilowatts. The only thing is it doesn't make sense to make a jukebox over here because you'd constantly be dancing alone. So I think the arcade cabinet is the right way to go. So we're gonna slap that down. Right there. And what else do you need in an ultimate gaming room? Oh yeah, you definitely need a cool lamp or two. The lava lamps. And you know what? Some crown molding would probably just be good inside of here. I could slam some plants and stuff in there, but it just wouldn't be, I don't think it'd be cool enough. That will be cool. Some of you guys were saying maybe I should put the type of metal that's inside of these machines over here as wallpaper. Now, I think that's actually kind of a cool idea. So if we got aluminum, stick aluminum behind that. Gold, use gold back there. I think that, I'm gonna give that a try. Let's deconstruct some of these background buildings. And what I'm going to do though, is I'm going to use a stripe. I think that'll be kind of cool. Or maybe it's a stripe like that, rather than just painting the background all the same color. We'll try to get a little bit more fancy with it. Somebody who's into interior decorating will be like, you should use complementing colors. Okay, so there we go. We removed the wallpaper. Man, wallpaper makes such a difference, doesn't it? Like all those nasty wires and pipes and everything. You don't really notice it until it's not there. Let's take a look here. Furniture, way down here at the bottom. And let's give iron a try real quick. What do we have? Steel, okay. All right, how's this look? Okay, so iron and aluminum kind of look the same. And steel is not built. Gold wallpaper. That'll be nice. And then aluminum, or aluminium. Okay, so it's color-coded a little bit. It makes a little bit of difference. I don't know if that looks as good as it was, actually. Interesting though. I thought about doing some RGB lighting down here, but unfortunately I don't have wolframite at the moment, so I can't do the B. So until I get wolframite, I'll just have to do the next best thing. We'll use some wallpaper to kind of make it happen. So plastic looks blue. All right, so I'll just have to do the next best thing here and use the wallpaper, so yeah, we'll see how that works. All right, so I'm not too crazy about this stripe here, just isn't doing it for me. So I'm gonna change that up. All right, so I'm just going to go back to the nice gold background. I think that's just a good looking refining color. We'll play around with it. But for right now, that's what I'm going to go with because I think it looks the best. Now, let's take a look at this power. There's some things that aren't working. Some of my light bulbs are not turning on. All right, these light bulbs should be lit. What are you doing, light bulbs? Let's take a look at the diamond background. That looks pretty cool. We'll try that for the bedroom. See if we can crank up that decor down there. Ooh, I'm liking this. RGB. Nice. With lava lamp lighting, that is one nice little gaming center right there. I'd play there. Poor duplicants. Puffs in here pooping in your room already. Haven't even finished it. That's all right, you're going to get a nice, comfy bed inside of here. Barely have the plastic for that. That's all right. One of the projects that we're going to work on here is cranking up our plastic production. I'm just going to make lots of plastic. Lots of it. I more or less have an unlimited supply of crude oil, thanks to an unlimited supply of cool water, which then gets pumped over here and processed. So I don't really have to worry about it once I get it up and running. Right now, I don't have a lot of it, though. We will have a large sculpting block inside of here made of granite. Beautiful. And what else should we have in here? Oh, we definitely want to have a plant of some sort. This is where we can put our little buddy bud, and that will help boost the morale of our duplicant. Also fight off some germs that might be in this area. All right, throw some airflow tiles in there as well. And of course, like always, crown molding. Now we'll use mechanized airlocks on both sides because, well, bad decor is all around. Take a look at this decor inside of here real quick. Yeah, absolutely horrible over here. Luckily, we have this nice solid door, so the bad decor is not going inside of here. That's good. Ren, why are you so grumpy? What's wrong? What's wrong, Ren? Low morale. Let's make sure she can only eat the best food I have. She seems to go up and down based on what her morale is. Yeah, she had a nasty meal last time, so I'm going to not allow her to eat everything. She's just going to be able to eat good stuff. Boom, there we go. Barbecue. Very nice. +8 morale. Ooh, I don't have an extra buddy bud seed. Might have to pull one down from somewhere else to stick it inside of here. Ooh, there we go, Meep. Sculpt it. I think he's gonna make a picture of himself. Statue. All right, that should really be over here. All right, dupes, rebuild it. This room must be perfect. Okay, so I was looking to see where I could do the lavatory and sink and all of that stuff. This looks like a pretty good spot right down here. Let's see if I can make it work. One thing I want to have is a little bit of a water sieve over here that will give off polluted oxygen. So I have to kind of be mindful of that. There's luckily at least a spot to convert that into oxygen. I can put that right there. Matter of fact, I can refine that into compost if I really want to by sticking it right over here, using, again, every single tile I have available. Or maybe I should just build that like one down. That way it's at least the same height all the way across. Ooh, but we gotta be careful of the abyssalite again. Duplicants, where is my diamond for the light bulbs for the wallpaper? Come on now. Both the lavatory and the shower kind of look like they're 4 tall. Technically, the lavatory is only 3 tall, so I could actually fit it over here, but then it would clip a little bit. I don't like that. So I think I'll do the lavatory and the shower right there. And then we'll throw down the sink over there. Boom. I think I'll get rid of the compost over here. We don't need that. Stick the deodorizer in the corner and do refinement right over here. Which means the liquid pipes need to change. At least they're not running yet, so that's good. You know what? I actually cannot do a wall plant right there because I have the molding right above it. So just get rid of that. All right, Meep. Give it another try here. I wonder if he's going to make the same sculpture or if it's going to be looking the other direction. Come on, Meep. Aha! Beautiful. Thank you. So now you can sleep with somebody going, looking at you. This is a very thoughtful way to sleep. I guess I don't have a spot for the clean water to go anymore. Uh-oh, who's on fire? Ducklaz! Hey, man. Yeah, I know, it's a little toasty out there. Nah, they're running after this ceramic, which happens to be, you know, it's really not that bad. But it is just hot enough in a few spots there. But they're no longer running on these manual generators anymore, so that's good. You know, just remember this, Ducklaz. I could send you up here to dig. Just think of this, Ducklaz. I could send you up here and you could be buried in 98-degree sand. Beautiful. It does actually get really, really hot up there. Look at that. Matter of fact, when we look up here, you can see with the reason for all the heat. I have a volcano right here, and I'm guessing there's something inside of here. I don't know. That's abyssalite, but you can see the temperatures right there on the obsidian. That's 1,300 degrees Celsius, which makes me think that there's another spot just like this right over there. So a couple of big volcanoes right above my base. How nice. Dream about that, duplicants. Lots of potential power, though. At least that's how I see it. All right, here we go. All right, so there we go. We got the restroom all queued up. And look at the spaghetti. Delicious. Oh, missed a tile. There you go. Oh, yeah, that's starting to look pretty good. I like it. Of course, I really want to see how this room comes together over here. So let's crank that up, dupes. Oh, yeah, there we go. The comfy bed. Nice. Ooh, and that diamond. Ooh, it's nice and white. Clinical. But I don't think it fits this environment. So we're gonna get rid of that. Although, before I get rid of that, what is the decor in this area? Yeah, that's pretty good. Maximum. What do we have down here? Maximum. Super decor. All right, so the wallpaper mod does add a very, very small amount of decor, but if you do slam in a lot of it, it actually does add up. It's only a 1 tile radius, so 5.5 in each tile right there. So it does, it happens. What do we have in here? But the diamond, see now that's plus 10 because it's just the base value plus 100% because it's made of diamond. That's why. See now, I think obsidian is the right color to go with here. I can't put, oh, wait, that's drywall. No, wrong stuff. Oh, obsidian, where did you go? There you are. Much better. Yeah, that's better. Look at how cool the oxygen looks when it's in front of something that's black like that. It's like a little starscape in there. Neat. All right. I'm game with that. Okay, so one thing I'd like to have built into a base like this and other bases around as well is transit tube systems so that a duplicant can kind of just move from this biome to that biome without ever jumping inside of the atmosuit. Now, I don't really have all of that materials and technology right now, but I want to at least make sure that I have the space for it, which I should have space for it right up in this area. All right, so I need to look for a duplicant that's going to be really good at running equipment so that they can just live on over there. Who do we have? Plus 7 athletics ability, although you are less germ resistant. That's not quite what I'm looking for, although that is a good duplicant. Although the stress reaction here is a binge eater, which isn't all that great. So I think I will skip on that duplicant. Increased athletics. Ooh, there we go. Plus 30% run speed, farming, decorating, supplying. Nope. Sand. Definitely don't need more sand. So we'll reset the printing pod and see if we can find a better duplicant. Why doesn't this light bulb turn on? You're driving me nuts, light bulb. What is it about you? Duplicants, why do you keep installing light bulbs that are broken? Oh. Aha. There we go. Light bulbs are on now. Oh, me trying out the arcade, man. How's it work? Works pretty good, doesn't it? I should have guessed that they would have come over here just to play on that thing. So I have a bedroom up here, plus 2 morale. I have a recreation room down here, which is nice, gives another plus 2 morale inside of there. I have plus 3 morale for the mess hall, and then the washroom is plus 2. So that's good, that's 9 morale, plus whatever food we eat over there. So yeah, we can have a pretty good dupe over there. If they're eating barbecue, that's 16, potentially. And the other thing is that if they have nice decor, that is an additional bonus on top of that. So yeah, we can see, crap, why is my door overheating? It's made of copper, and the temps in this area are still too hot. Ooh, how hot is it? Ooh, that's pretty toasty. Shouldn't be hot enough to melt that though. All right, mysteriously hot pneumatic door. We're just going to have to deconstruct you for a little while. Ew, it's because it's sitting on one of these tiles that's real hot. That's what's up. See, now look at that, it's smoking. Oh, and the radiant liquid pipe has blocked up because the dupes didn't finish it. Come on, dupes, finish the pipes. Look at this. This is, that's kind of fun. All right, so you can see how the metal refinery over here worked out pretty good. We got a full load of gold over there. We also have a full load of steel. Still waiting for more iron because I have to dig that up. Aluminum's a little bit low as well, and copper, that isn't running as much. Okay, so I'm working through the power system over here, and I have to do it in several stages because I want to keep these doors running. So what I've done is I've hooked up a power transformer down here to the heavy watt conductive wire, and I stuck it on a little bit of automation to the smart battery. This is a battery backup so that these doors continue to operate even if I lose power to the heavy conductive wire. It also doesn't always draw from the conductive wire all the time because of that automation, which isn't necessarily needed, but I've done it anyhow. So once this battery gets low enough, this thing will consume at a rate of 1,000 watts from the heavy conductive wire. So by hooking these two together, you can kind of control just how much you're drawing down from a wire. So you can usually pull more power out of a wire because of your automation if you kind of don't allow the power transformers to all run at the same time. It's just one of those extra little tricks. So that is on its own power system right here. The rest of the base up here, all of this stuff, the water sieve and the light bulbs and whatnot, that's all going to run off of a separate grid. So I have this guy hooked up right here to a conductive wire, so that's 2 kilowatts. And that runs all of this, but when I also add in the docking suits and also the transportation system, And that's going to add quite a bit of power. The transportation system, I think, draws down at 900 some watts. So I need to be able to absorb that. That's why I'm using a more conductive wire here. But now that I've hooked this up here, I can go ahead and deconstruct the wires that link to it. So I can get rid of all of that because I don't need that anymore. Fuzzbud! Everybody's trying out this arcade. My dupes are enjoying it. Looks like it works good. All right, new printing pod available. What do we have? I want somebody who can run machinery good. Ooh. Wow. Not good at all. Although, pinch of pepper seed, that's good. We can use that right down here. Okay, so the cooling loop here is finally engaged. We should see that this will go around and around now. We will deconstruct these here. We don't need that. Otherwise, they're just going to go back and forth and all sorts of craziness. Let's make sure we get rid of those. Whoa. Whoa. What are you doing, pipes? Also bringing in more crude oil from the base over here on the right. I know. Everything is going everywhere in this base. It's crazy. But there we go. At least we're drawing up some of that crude oil down here. Oh, at a nice, cool 77 degrees Celsius. Whoa. Okay, so far that's a good start. I don't quite have enough power to run this aqua tuner and all the equipment over here on the right now. There is a solution to that problem, though. And I already have it in place. If I can pipe it to the right spot. So if I get rid of that liquid pipe, what I can do is just use up some of this petroleum that I currently just don't have a use for. It's just kind of being stored there. Yeah. So by the time we're done, this base, all of these bases, there's just going to be 0 tiles in the background that don't have a liquid pipe in it. Spaghetti everywhere. Anyhow, if we take this petroleum here and we run it into that, then at least we can get a little bit more power out of it. It's not the most efficient thing to do, but you know what? However, I think it's appropriate right now because I just have too much crude oil and I'm not doing anything with the petroleum. Plus, I kind of need some carbon dioxide down here for these poor slicksters because they are just... There's a lot of juggling in this base. And you know what? I think that's the thing about this game that I really do enjoy. It's not necessarily about all of the engineering technical solutions. I mean, that's part of it, but it's trying to keep the ball up in the air on all of the things that are happening off screen, right? So one of the other things that's just hooked up here is that I'm now exporting a lot of clean water over here. So this is now being piped all the way up here. So I'm providing oxygen for my base, for my suits and everything. You know, my duplicants are still ranching, so it's all of these things you put in place and kind of just hope your dupes like do it right. And I think that's the thing that really keeps this game interesting to me and why I still really do enjoy playing it, even 2+ years past, you know, when I first started. I don't know. That's my thoughts on it, at least. Oops, I lost power to this door arrangement, but you know what? As it turns out, it isn't getting rid of the natural gas. It's not pumping gas, but haha, it's still working. And now that I notice that this thing up here does not destroy gas if it loses power, I thought it would. I really did thought it would, but as it turns out it doesn't. I might do something a little bit different there. All right, so we can see that the natural gas generator is up and running. It's currently not hooked up to any automation, so it's just continuing to run and run and run. So I want to make sure that I hook it up to a smart battery so that I'm not wasting power, because I think right now I'm definitely wasting power. So I'm going to hook up a little bit of a smart battery here. Okay, let's see if we can find a good dupe here. This is the last printing pod I have. All right, so here's the duplicant. I'm going to go with Dandolf here. Has increased cooking, machinery operation, excavation, and creativity, decor morale bonus. So a very good all-arounder dupe. Not necessarily the perfect dupe for the job. Doesn't have like super high machinery, but you know what? Not bad. Air consumption rate, I can handle that. But it is definitely an extra load on the oxygen system, which I think is okay in my base at this point. So welcome to the base, Dandolf. Good luck, try not to get yourself cooked. So Drandolf will actually just sleep over here for right now, but once I get the system up and running, you can go ahead and sleep right down here. Let's just finish up the power real quick. Plug this stuff in so we can see it in all of its glory. Ooh, look at that. Doesn't that look fun? It does need some RGB lighting though, doesn't it? The background is good, but could be better. A double lava lamp though, that ain't bad. Dupes, please finish this. All of my natural gas is flowing away. Oh, I tell you what, I am just obsessed with this gold wallpaper. I love it, just everywhere. Gold. All right, there. So now I've set this battery just at like 90%. So it should cycle on and off as we kind of lose a little bit of juice and bring it back. Not bad. I love the gold background. It's just so cool. I need more. Oh no! Crap! I ran into a problem down here. The polluted water got too hot. And then when it went to run through the water sieve, since it went from polluted water to water, it came out at too high of a temperature. That's just one of the really annoying things that can happen with the new water sieve. As it runs through that, it comes out at 120 degrees, but since it's water, it turns to steam. Yeah, oops, forgot about that. Never had to worry about that before, but you know what? It's the way the game is now, so. Okay, so that means that this is running really hot, which it is. So you're going to disable that. I'm going to need to build in some more cooling to this area and try to mop up some water. Which shouldn't be too bad. I have a pitcher pump right here, so I can auto bottle and take care of that. Oh well. So, turn it off, dupes. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Drandolph has made it into an atmosuit. It's making the world's slowest run to turn off this machine. Thank you. Okay, so today I was definitely able to make a lot of progress with my refining base over here. We're able to have a really nice bedroom. Got this arcade cabinet, which my dupes are enjoying. Maybe a little bit too much. It's not for you. I know, Catalina, you really wanted to come over here to play the arcade, but now, look at how far you gotta run just to get back to your bed. You're not gonna sleep tonight. I know that feeling. You were up all night gaming. Anyhow, we were able to get this thing up and running here. I think it's looking pretty good. We got a nice little washroom and everything down there. Real nice. If you take a look at the temperature in this area, you know what? It isn't bad. Look at that. 46 degrees. It was up at 70 some beforehand. So we've definitely brought the temperature down. So that's a big improvement there. It doesn't really look like a big improvement, but we're making our way closer and closer to warm temperatures, and then hopefully we will hit maybe some temperate temperatures. We'll see. Given enough time, I think we'll get there. But while this builds up, other things break down. So I'm gonna have to work on this one over here to keep its temperatures down and managed. So the challenge continues. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode here of Oxygen Not Included. If this looks like the channel for you, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. Stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar